Hey everyone, and welcome. So, what if I told you that you could achieve everything you planned for this year, not in 12 months, but in just 12 weeks? Sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, today we're diving into an absolutely game-changing system from the book, The 12-Week Year. It's a framework designed to completely blow up how you think about your goals and get you some serious breakthrough results. Let's jump in. All right, let's be real for a second. Think about your last New Year's resolution. What happened to it? If you're like, well, most of us, it probably had a ton of energy in January, and then poof, it kind of vanished by March. It's super frustrating, but you know what? It's probably not your fault. It's the system's fault. And this right here, this is the core of the problem. When we set annual goals, the problem is the year itself. I mean, think about it. When a deadline is 12 months away, our brain just goes, oh, we've got plenty of time. There's absolutely no urgency until maybe November, and by then it's a mad dash and often too late. It's a perfect recipe for procrastination. So this brings us to what the authors call the annual plan trap. We're going to dig into why thinking in these long 12-month cycles is actually the biggest thing holding you back from what you're truly capable of. This quote from the author Brian Moran just hits the nail on the head. Real execution happens daily and weekly. We set these giant year-long goals, but success isn't built in the future. It's built on what you do today and what you do this week. The annual plan makes us totally lose sight of that simple, powerful truth. So, if the old way is broken, what's the fix? Well, this is where it all changes. We're about to look at the massive paradigm shift at the heart of this whole thing, treating just 12 weeks as an entire year. Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got that old annual thinking. It's comfortable, it's complacent, the deadlines are way off in the distance. But on the right, that's 12-week thinking. Suddenly, every single day matters. Every week is like a new month. This mindset creates an incredible sense of focus and urgency because the end of the year is always just around the corner. And here it is. This is the big aha moment of the whole system. With this approach, you don't just get one shot at your goals each year. You get 4. That's right, 4 New Year's days, 4 fresh starts, 4 new plans, 4 chances to achieve something massive, all inside one calendar year. Just imagine the momentum you could build. Okay, a powerful system is one thing, but it's nothing without a powerful motivator. And that brings us to the absolute foundation of this entire process, your personal vision. This is the fuel for your 12-week engine. And here's the thing you've absolutely got to get. Just having a list of goals isn't going to cut it. You need a deep emotional connection to why you want to achieve them in the first place. It's that vision, that feeling of a better future, that's going to drag you through the tough days when you just don't feel like it. Logic might get you to start, but emotion is what keeps you going. This image here is the perfect way to think about it. Your vision isn't just some destination on a map. It's the sun you navigate by. It's this bright, compelling picture of your future that gives every single little action you take meaning and purpose. So how do you actually make this real? It's actually a pretty simple 2-step process. First, you've got to get crystal clear on that inspiring vision. What does your life really look and feel like when you succeed? Then you just boil that big vision down into 1 to 3 specific, measurable goals for your first 12-week year. And that's key. Keeping it to just a few goals creates laser focus. All right, a vision is great, a plan is great, but they mean absolutely nothing if they just sit on a shelf gathering dust. Now we get to the tactical part. Let's look at the tools this system gives you to make sure you actually execute that plan, week in and week out. Okay, this next part is a total game changer, so listen up. You have to know the difference between lead and lag indicators. A lag indicator is the result you want, like, say, losing 10 pounds. You can't directly control that number on the scale. But a lead indicator is the action that gets you the result, like doing 3 workouts a week. You are 100% in control of that. The entire system is built on tracking how well you perform your lead indicators. And this number right here, this is your new magic number, 85%. To stay on track, you need to complete at least 85% of the weekly actions you set for yourself. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Hitting 85% is your new definition of a good week. It's basically pass-fail. So how do you keep track of all this? It comes down to 3 super simple but really powerful tools. You've got your weekly plan, which maps out what you need to do. You've got the weekly scorecard where you honestly track that execution percentage. And finally, you have weekly accountability meetings or WAMs, a quick check-in with a partner or group to review your score and stay on track. So we've covered the why, your vision, and the how, the tools. But none of it works without this final, critical piece of the puzzle. We have to talk about the mindset of radical accountability that makes this whole system click into place. For most of us, when we hear the word accountability, we kind of flinch, right? We think of punishment or consequences, but we need to totally redefine it. Accountability isn't consequence, it's ownership. It's this incredibly empowering realization that you and only you are in control of your actions. And since your actions create your results, you are ultimately in control of your own destiny. And it all comes down to this timeless idea from Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The 12-week year isn't about some heroic one-time effort. It's about building the habit of focused, consistent action. Excellence isn't a destination. It's who you become through what you do every day. So let's wrap this all up. What's your path forward from here? It's really these 4 simple steps. 1, define that compelling vision. 2, build a focused 12-week plan. 3, score your weekly execution, aiming for that 85%. And 4, own your results completely and totally. So I'm going to leave you with this final, powerful question. When you think about it this way, you don't just have 1 year ahead of you. You have 4. 4 fresh starts, 4 chances to make absolutely massive progress. The only question left is, what are you going to accomplish in the first one?